Hey, Steve Thomas again. I'm doing video number 3. I want to spend some time in different ways and look at how Genesis 1:27 is really helpful in mental health and caring. And the verse is, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female. He created him. And I'm going to look at it because in 28, it says that God said to them, be fruitful and multiply. I'm going to go back and say, what it's really saying in context is God created people in their image. In the image of God, God created them. Okay, so God created male and female together in the image of God, plural. And it's an amazing verse. And I think we look at it so quickly and forget how important it is. I did this amazing graphic to show you one thing that's really helpful is understanding the genders. Okay, we got male and female together in the image of God. So man and women have tendencies. So it's possible that a woman could be very outgoing, could be very athletic, and could be quiet and reserved. And it could be that a guy is a little more talkative into relationships, and that is not the typical, but it doesn't make one less of a woman and the other one be less of a man. And so in the church, sometimes we have this stereotype of a woman supposed to be this way and supposed to be into makeup or not makeup, if that's not your belief, but be pretty. And some women are that way. But I want to say, if you are a woman and you don't fit the makeup of what other people say, that does not mean that you are not made in God's image. And there's a lot of hurt because people feel like they're not what they ought to be. And I'll tell you what, if you're a man, if you're a woman, even if you're a Christian, the scripture is very adamant that you are made in God's image. And I think that we need to grasp that because people get hurt. People feel like, well, I'm not good enough. And there's some scripture that we're going to get to, but at the beginning of scripture says, you know what? You are good enough because you are made in God's image. Male and female together made in God's image. So right now there's a lot of things going on in politics connected to different genders, different things going on. And I'm not going to get into that argument, but I am going to say that it can be a challenge when the church argues that a woman's supposed to be a certain way and a man's supposed to be a certain way, and you're not, where you start to say, well, then I'm not accepted, and you're going to look for other models. And this model of together being unified to be like God, plural, I think is tremendous. I'm going to throw another one out at you because the Bible uses he a lot of times to mean us, right? All genders. I'm going to be honest. The best picture I had as a child of how God loved me was my mother. And I think that's true of many of us. And there are images in the Bible that we miss that are feminine of God. I'm just going to throw out one to challenge you. You can look it up. There is a word that represents God. There's different names of God. One is El Shadai. El Shadai can be translated to be God of the mountain and God of the breast. And Abraham saying, God, you are of the mountain, you are of like a breast, like a nurturing mom that gives me everything I need, that supports me, that loves me, that cares. I'm going to completely trust in you because I don't have anything with you, but I'm going to be wealthy. All of my wealth is from you. All of my nurture is from you. And I want to think that we can start to accept that God is a nurturer. Not saying men can't be nurturers, but the tendency is women are the nurturers. God has made people in the image of God. It's an amazing thing to stop at, think about, because it's healing. There's more to the story, but our identity is like God on earth when we are acting and connected to God to be who we're designed to be. Thank you.